Back here, Loose Cannon Talk. Let's get a few more calls in before we say goodbye and hand it off to the Saw.
Yeah.
Carl's online. Carl, how you doing today?
Good, guys. How are you?
We're well, Carl.
Well, before I get to my main point, in the beginning of the show, when you were listing the greatest golf shots of all time, don't you think Tiger shot on the 16th at the Masters now would be in that list?
Yeah, how could we forget that, Hartman?
Oh,
Absolutely.
I just was curious if you was just an oversight or you deliberately thought it maybe you needed more time.
He hates Tiger.
I don't hate Tiger. I was rooting for him. No.
Who hates Tiger?
No one hates Tiger.
Nobody does.
I think Johnny Miller does sometimes.
You do?
But, you know.
I have mixed feelings for Tiger.
Oh, mixed feelings.
Yes.
Okay, well, he's mixed culture.
Exactly.
So
You like the Asian part of him, is what
I
you're
love the
saying.
Thai part of him,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, well, the Asian part wasn't discriminated against at any of those clubs down
That's
in the
right.
South. There.
You dig?
All right.
Listen, guys, I wanted to, first of all, call up and defend Steve with the caller who's attacking him as being a Kobe guy. All of the other points, I could leave that for subjection, the idea about the wife and the baby.
Right.
But the one point, Steve, that you absolutely would be absolutely justified in demanding that Kobe at least address is the fact that as of this day, he still has not acknowledged any part of the responsibility for what happened last year.
Not once.
And the fact is, he was more responsible for the decisions about Shaq and Phil Jackson than any other single individual.
No doubt, but Carl, I think he understands. He's grown from that and matured from that, and he's moved. I think we know he has moved on because it was a period of darkness in his life, Carl.
Well, you know what, Victor? I would accept that too, except that at the beginning of this last phase with getting Phil back, he didn't even demonstrate much more maturity then when he said he didn't want to meet with him because he didn't want to accept the blame if he didn't take the job. And in the very beginning, remember what he said? Our people haven't been in touch with each other. He shouldn't be talking about having buffers between him and the coach. If that's the situation, there's bound to be problems coming down the road.
The healing process must begin, Carl. It's going to take a while, but, I think they both want to achieve. They both want to get the Lakers to the greater place, and that's why they will succeed together.
Okay. Hey, Steve, listen.
Yes.
Most days, I think, or a lot of days, you guys give out that Mitch Williams Award.
Yes.
Well, there are a lot of people who listen who really don't know Mitch Williams. The best Mitch Williams line I ever heard was, in that series back then when he got that reputation, he blew 2 back-to-back saves,
Right.
2 nights in a row, right?
That's right.
Okay, well, the line is that in Philadelphia, the first night, the first save, the fans and the people in Philadelphia were so upset with him that in order to protect him, the police put a 24-hour guard around his house. But then the next night, he came back and he blew it again.
Yes.
And when he blew it again, the fans, including the police, were so upset with him that they removed the 24 hours.
That's great. Carl, thanks for your phone call.
When you hear that wonderfully mellow exit theme, we're certainly lowering the flames now. I'm on fire. It's time to wrap up the hour, end the show for today. And it's been great being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Maybe we learned something. And come on back and join me another time. And as Duke Ellington used to say, you're very sweet, very kind, very warm, and very gracious. And we do love you, man. News Radio 710 Cairo. Remember, you be the change you want to see in the world. I'm Carl Jeffers. Top of the day to you.